Hi everyone, my name is Kathy C. Patterson. Just in case we have never met, every now and again I get these thoughts and it causes me to do some introspection. Well, the other day I was listening to an interview Dr. Miles Monroe did. What a loss we have had when he passed on. But anyway, he was talking about value. And I can remember him saying this before in a sermon that he did. And he said that value is determined by rarity. The rarer something is, the more value it becomes. So anyway, I heard him the other day and he was talking about that. And he said, when trees manifest their fruit or when they bear fruit, the tree doesn't bring the fruit to you. What attracts you to the tree is the actual fruit itself. So I thought about that, and he went on to say, as a human, we have value. But what attracts people to us should be that. That is why I'm always talking about understanding who you are, understanding your purpose, and then ultimately going into what your mission is. It's extremely important. So when I thought about that, it took me back to my book, Thoughts to Ponder, Discovering Your Authentic Self. This is the book, and I feel like I've been doing book seminars through these video chats, which one day I'm going to set up a video, actually in person. I like in-person conversation with the book. But anyway, this is something that I wrote in self-discovery. And it's all about understanding who you are and your value. Whenever I have a book signing and I sign books, one of the things I always say is to the person, I am worthy, I am valuable, I am loved. Because once you come to understand that, then it will become easier. I'm not going to say it removes all of the negative forces or thoughts from your life, but what I will say is you start to be able to appreciate who you are and who God created you to be. So one of the things I wrote in here, I said, I feel disheartened when an individual allows someone else's opinion to define him or her, which is done at great expense to the mental well-being of the farmer. I call it SWID, self-worth image disorder, a condition which may be attributable to physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional and or mental abuse, abandonment, rejection, or addictions. Manifestations of the impairment may appear as depression, low self-esteem, inferiority, hopelessness, despair, jealousy, envy, or bitterness. So that is the reason why I talk so much about knowing who you are, because I have lived a part of my life not knowing that. And as a result of that, I fell into this whole people-pleasing thing and saying what I think others may want me to say, which is really not me. And so in order to be authentic, I have to take the time to understand who I am in my own journey and what has brought me to where I am. And so there's a question that I posed in the back of the book. And the question just simply says this. Well, first of all, I talked about Eleanor Roosevelt. And her quote that you're probably familiar with is, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. And to be able to think about that and reflect on that. But one of the things that I also said is that, are you a people pleaser? And if you are, how is it working for you? How do you enjoy being a human doormat for somebody else? What has been your experience to hide, to withdraw? Remember when I talked about the peacock? The peacock shows up, and the peacock doesn't mind showing who he is, because that is who he is at his core. Who are you at your core? When you look in the mirror, can you truly say, I love who I am? I really do. Mary J. Blige just did a song, say, "Good morning, gorgeous." Do you say that? Do you believe it? Do you think you can walk through this world and give what God has given you as a gift to other people? The other thing I always say is this: you can be a gift to somebody. It's not up to you to protect that relationship or that gift. It is not. It is up to the receiver. If I'm with you and I offer my authentic self to you and you can't appreciate that, that's not my fault. And so that is not going to keep me from not being who I am, you know. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Value. Understanding that whoever you are, whatever you have done in the past, whatever has been perpetrated against you, that is not who you are, okay? And so come into that. I would love to have conversations with you guys about that. In the meantime, you have a blessed day. I have been enjoying my children's book tour. It's been great. I'm going to get back on it. People have asked me about it, so I will. I'll get back on it for this one, for Thoughts to Ponder. But in the meantime, if you'd like to purchase Thoughts to Ponder, you can do that by going to Amazon, bookbaby.com. It's everywhere, this particular book, or you can contact me directly through my website, which is kcploveproductions.com. Anyway, have a blessed day. Understand who you are. Know your value. And when you walk in this world, walk with your head up because you're worth it. Have a blessed day.